Josh here with Project Car Media, and today is finally the day that we take the Shelby out racing. Well, welcome back to my channel. Now today we're going to be taking the Shelby out finally for an autocross and a track day out at Oregon Raceway Park, and the autocross is in the Dalles, Oregon. The weather's supposed to be pretty decent out there. There's going to be a little bit of rain, but the track day itself is going to be sunny and dry, so that's really what I'm looking forward to. Both of these events are being put on by my club, Northwest Autosports Association. We're going to have a really good time. I'll show you a lot of the cool cars that are coming out to the autocross and the track day. And then we'll see how the Shelby does at Oregon Raceway Park. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I've been out at Portland International Raceway. I've been to the Ridge Motorsports Park up in Olympia, Washington. And I've done those two tracks in the Shelby, and it did great. But Oregon Raceway Park is just a whole different monster. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how it does at that track. So let's test out these ramps. Moment of truth. Let's see if the Shelby will fit on the trailer. As you can see, the Shelby is right on the brim of getting on the trailer, and man, the clearance is really good. Once I step onto the trailer, it might drop just a little bit, but I think I'm gonna have enough clearance to get up onto the trailer. And then once I get up onto the trailer, once I hit these right here, it'll bump me up enough to clear my front lip on this, I hope. So let's go ahead and finish getting this thing on the trailer. Yeah, the trailer ramps worked really great. The one thing I didn't account for is that there's so much grip from that grip tape, is that when I take off when I'm on the ramps, it kind of, the wheel kind of pushes it back a little bit. And as you can see here, like at the very last second, it fell off of that. So I'm gonna have to come up with something for that, but I got it on the trailer. It's very stressful loading it by yourself. As you can see, I barely got enough room for the passenger side, but there's enough room there, and I don't think I scraped anything. So I did have some issues loading it onto the trailer. This wheel stop here, my lip could not clear. I put another 2x6 right here and backed the car up enough to go up onto that, and that let my lip clear the wheel stop before I got to the front. But yeah, I mean, the front bumper hangs over quite a bit, and I'm a little bit worried about tongue weight, just because I feel like the car sits way forward, but that's the whole point of these U-Haul trailers, is you need to have them up to the wheel stop. So yeah, I got it all strapped down with my Ford Performance tow hooks I used underneath with my own straps, and I've just got to load up the truck and the baby and the wife and hit the road. All right, we have made it to the first stop, which is Autocross for the weekend. And the car did great on the trailer. The truck did awesome as well. And so we're out here in the Dalles, Oregon for a little Autocross this weekend. And then we're going to head out in a couple days to go over to our second stop, which is Grass Valley at Oregon Raceway Park. So yeah, we're going to get the car unhooked here, set up the course, and we'll see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning. It is day one here at Autocross in the Dalles, and it happened to rain last night, but we still have a pretty good turnout. I'm going to hop in, do some runs. The view out here is just amazing. So I'm going to do some runs, and then we'll hit lunch. All right, it is day 2 here at Autocross. Yesterday was really rainy in the morning, as you saw, but the weather turned out to be all right. Today it's much sunnier. It is dry, and we actually have a lot more cars. So I'm going to get a few runs in today. I only do a few runs just because I'm helping run the event. So let's get to it. That run I just did in first gear instead of second gear, and I was like 4 seconds faster. Luckily, I redlined at 8,200, so I can do the whole track in first gear. Okay, that is a wrap on day 2 of the Autocross. It was much more fun today. The weather was great, the pavement was dry, and I ran some pretty fast times, and it was, for being such a large car, the GT350 does pretty good at Autocross, but that's not where it shines. Where it shines is going to be on the track tomorrow at Oregon Raceway Park. I'm super, super excited to head out there and test out the Bolster Boost as well as run that track with this car. I have not done that yet. So we're back in the hotel, and we're just going to relax tonight, get up early, and we'll see you guys when we get out there. Good morning. We are here at Oregon Raceway Park, and as you saw from the time lapse, it's just such a beautiful drive. It's a little bit chilly today, beautiful day though, and we have tons of awesome cars here. It should be an absolute blast. So we're just going to hit the drivers meeting and then get the car warmed up and get on our first session. home safe. It was about a 2.5 hour drive home. The car did great. The U-Haul trailer did great. And obviously the truck towed everything just amazing. I'm really impressed with the 2.7. It's exceeding my expectations for towing. We had my wife, my daughter, me, the entire bed full of stuff, and the car on the trailer, and I still got about 13 miles per gallon towing. So I'm very impressed with that truck. It drove amazing. It towed amazingly. So first, I just want to say that like I had a really fun weekend. I love doing those weekends where we combine an autocross and a track day. I think those are just really fun. I really had fun at autocross. It's always a blast seeing all the other cars there. And then the track day at Oregon Raceway Park is one that we do every year around the same time. And it's one of my favorite days of the year. I love that track. I love where it is. The staff there is always so nice. And you get to see lots of awesome cars. I mean, I had a C8 Corvette parked next to me in the pits, and the guy was super cool. So it's always a blast going out there. The car did absolutely amazing. I mean, this thing is such a monster. As soon as you put it into track mode, it's super stiff. The steering is ultra responsive. It's just amazing. I do a whole 20-minute session. I'm never down on power. On my fastest lap, which you guys just saw a little bit ago, I was using the brakes a lot more than I ever would. Normally, I use the transmission to slow down. I don't really use my brakes that much just because I'm worried about like warping them, stuff like that. But I thought, I got the Bolster Boost on. I'm cornering pretty well. Let's just see what I can do. And so I pushed it really hard. And even during that whole session, I didn't get any brake fade. And so I'm just continually impressed with this car. It just for track days, it's absolutely amazing. Again, my only feedback would be that I just need to get a seat. I just need to get a race seat, and I can focus on driving and not focus on keeping myself in place. I think I can shave off even a couple seconds off of my fastest times. And I got to say, the Bolster Boost definitely did help. Now, my fastest lap, I think, was a 2 minutes, 3 seconds. And I think I achieved that with the Bolster Boost around my torso here. Up in the corner, the video of me, I actually have the Bolster Boost on my torso. So it definitely did help having it on my torso. I had it on my legs for a session, and just because I'm such a big person and I sit like on top of the seat, the Bolster Boost didn't really have any like seat to really use to add bolster. So I think for me, it worked best having it on my torso. I think it's definitely worth the money. I'm going to continue using it until I get a race seat. I'll put their link right here, and definitely go check them out. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for keeping up over these last couple episodes to get to this episode. It's been really fun getting this thing ready, getting the ramps built, getting the car on the trailer and doing all that stuff. At least now we know that I can put the car on a U-Haul trailer and it works. So if you like what you're watching, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Again, thank you again so much for getting me over 500 subscribers. I'm just super happy about it. Another update on the shirts. I'm still working on perfecting these shirts. From a distance, the shirt looks really good. I'm pretty happy with it, but I'm just trying to figure out the best placement for this, the best font. I want it to be perfect before I offer it to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.